kinds of crap. Oh my gosh,
on,
fire
okay.
and ambulance.
Time to put this thing away. Since we're without kids, we can try a little bit more space in the lounge, right? The idea was when it's got this, you can put this at the back, strap it in, except it doesn't go in because of all the gump we've got in it. That is not easy. Right, there's that. Grab the pole. This goes on this side. You've probably all got one of these, I imagine. I think the idea being perhaps that this table is more of an occasional table, whereas for the 3 months we spent in France, it's out permanently because it's part of the bed structure, but it's also my desk, and then in the evening it was our dining table. Right, clothes back in. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Nothing to panic about. Nothing to see here. Easy fix. Just an easy fix. Just got to get this. There we are. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. I can't just hang something on it without it falling off. There. There we go. Easy does it. Easy. Well, and then I'll hang the rest of the hangers in a minute. You don't need to see that bit. Right. That's that bit done. What next?
Well, we're about to do one of the most exciting things we've done since going to France for 3 months. We're having a night away in Stampy without the children. Grandma and Granddad's snacks all prepared, all ready, dog instructions and children instructions, and there they are at the door. Well, what a blissful day to get away. I forgot how noisy it was in the motorhome actually. I can barely hear myself think. I've already been soaked today as well on a dog walk. Still, we've got to count our blessings. We've got at least 12 hours without children.
Can I set you a challenge?
What's that?
But at the moment, we're heading to Whitstable, but I want B to try and find us somewhere to go before we park up for the night.
What, somewhere for eating?
Get your little phone out.
Okay.
And anyway, yeah, somewhere for a snack, because
Okay.
there is a buffet at this party we're going to, but we don't actually know how much of the food we can eat, so
That's okay, we'll find something.
yeah, that's your challenge.
We were really looking forward to going to the Whitstable Castle Cafe, but we're going to get there too late, unfortunately. Look really nice, but I tell you what, it's lovely and warm in this motorhome. I'm just feeling like I might need to have a snooze in a minute, but I'll do that job first. Oh, we just left Guildford.
That's how leaving Guildford makes you feel.
Yeah, literally when you're not telling children off, there's just nothing to say.
Yeah, it turns out B and I haven't got much to say to each other. If we do say anything, it's probably about the kids.
What has life become?
I'm just counting roadkill at the moment to pass the time.
Nice. Now how do you go to sleep? Oh, there's a smart car in that field.
I thought it was a wedding car, but it's got police tape all over it.
So how does it feel to be back in the motorhome then, dear?
Apart from the odour of some of the bedding upstairs, it feels pretty cool.
The odour of the bedding? What, the bedding that we're going to have to sleep on?
Yeah, the stuff we've got to sleep in tonight. Unfortunately, I've not unrolled our double sleeping bag. It was just a slight humming this.
We brought our duvet in anyway, so we're not just having the sleeping bag. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to winter van life. Absolutely not. Yeah, I need to be properly prepared. Whitstable cafes, Whitstable pubs, Whitstable eateries. Let's see what's going on in Whitstable. We didn't fully give Whitstable our time last time. We were there in a bit of a rush, so at least we can spend a little bit of time mooching around the village or mooching around the town and mooching along the seafront. That would be really nice. Oh, how exciting. Our first traffic jam.
Now, if I was in a smaller car, I'd be be cheeky and drive towards London and then just whip in. But when you're over 7 metres long, it's not so easy, is it?
Oh, I thought we were onto something then, but no, it's permanently closed. Potato, tomato, looks just my thing as well. Oh well, back to the drawing board. Revival looks amazing, but it closes at 5 and we don't get there till 4:20. Oh, hideous traffic. Look at it. Oh, look. What did you call it, babe? Glitter over a turd?
So, like glitter on a tear, this is a rainbow over roadworks.
Well, it's not rural France, is it? It's definitely not rural France. Yeah, apparently there's an incident. The traffic is terrible, the weather is terrible. Check out this jazzy car. I heard it before I could see it. Nice.
I think I might do some of that with Stampy. A few stickers, a couple of spoilers, crash into the car in front whilst talking.
Still all fun and games here. Well, we've arrived in Whitstable. It's about half an hour walk to get into town. I can already hear the rain coming down, but we're going to brave it anyway and find somewhere that we can have a little chill out in before the party starts.
Because what did we forget on our forget list?
An umbrella or two, yes. And yeah, we had no warning about the rain. I mean, it's just come on. I'm joking. It's been hideous. Yeah, so I'm going to have a glass of Carver. Daz is going to have a beer. And we're going to plan our course of action. I think I found a decent pub. Yeah, we're on someone's drive. It's a bit weird, but that's fine. You're used to weird.
Cheapest park up in town.
And I'm so glad people are happy about us giving what 3 words, but I won't give the what 3 words to this park up because I think our friends will be a little bit annoyed. So this is our winter weather clothing. It's Daz's beer coat, Bee's Carver coat. Should serve us well for a half an hour walk.
Starting the party early! What are you doing, Grandma?
I'm just getting my pyjamas ready. Getting my pyjamas ready for when I get back. I've got to be prepared, it's cold.
So this is the rock and roll lifestyle of some mid 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I use that mid 40-year-olds lightly.
Incorrectly in your case.
Lightly. Look, we're here to celebrate my friend's birthday, and although you're not supposed to talk about women's ages for fear of death or something, but she's older than me, so I'm here to celebrate anyone who's older than me. It's when they're younger than me that it's a bit of an issue. So, slight update. We were going to walk into town from here, but it's only 30 minutes, which is nothing unusual for us, except the rain is on and off heavy, and there happens to be a cab coming in 20 minutes with 2 spaces. So I think we'll take the cab because really, although we left at about 1 o'clock and it was supposed to be 2 hours to get to Whitstable, somehow through the magic of time it's now about 5:30. So
and it's dark,
and
so
and cold.
I really wanted to kind of do a bit more solo exploration of Whitstable, but it's turned out to be get there, go to the party, and probably go back home again.
Yeah, because last time we came up here, if you saw in our other video, we went to Margate and then along the coast all the way to here. We didn't actually stay in Whitstable. I think we just visited our friend, looked at the harbourside oyster.
Those lovely black huts.
Yeah, they're kind of and stayed there for a drink or two at the yacht club where we're going tonight, and then we shot off. So we were going to try and give a bit more of a flavour for this town. However, we've left ourselves short because we need to get back in the morning because birthday boy has got his pizza party and bowling in the afternoon. So this is another whirlwind.
Rush job.
Yeah. Hashtag rush job.
That's what happens though. It's just quite nice to have your own thinking space, but I'm so not used to it. I end up just going,
so I love the way my skin looks under this blue light. It's like I'm slightly anemic. Not all vegans look like this, by the way. B is modelling a couple of additions to the van. These aren't new. These are, well, they're new to the van. There are a couple of cushions that my mum helped make. So for some reason there's a 1975 on that one. These 2 designs were designs that I did when I was bang into VWs and the VW scene back when I was about 19, I guess. And I used to go to the festivals and I designed t-shirts and jumpers and hoodies, and I'd sell all sorts of wristbands and all sorts of things from my tent with my dad helping to drive me there and set me up. It was like my first steps into business. And I'd hung on to these. So these these came from a couple of jumpers or hoodies, and I hung on to them, and I wasn't really going to wear them. They're a couple of decades old, obviously, by now. But my mum took them a few years back, actually quite a few years back when we think about it, and chopped them up and turned them into cushions. And they've been used periodically here and there, and then they've spent about the last couple of years of their life on top of a shelf in our house. And I just suddenly thought, after that trip to France, one thing I didn't enjoy was the right angled chairs in our lounge, so you can't really lounge around in them. So they have now found a new home with us.
So we just sat here waiting for our taxi and enjoying the massive space we have at the back, because we're going to be sleeping upstairs where the kids would normally sleep. We've got this lounging around area and no table because Daz isn't at work. So this guy went into Tesco, and this is the snack that we have.
I fell into my basket.
It's funny, I love chocolate, I love biscuits, I love cake, but I don't buy sweets. I'll eat them if they're on offer.
It's a little energy boost, because I think we're going to need it tonight at our age.
I'm already like, yeah, you're already away. Oh, it's not even 6. Oh man. I'm going to blame that on Sammy though. Sammy is getting me up rather early at the moment with the clock change, and also Daz and I both overfed the dog yesterday. We normally communicate to find out who has fed the dog, and I fed him first, and then Daz fed him, and we didn't tell one another. So he had double trouble today on his walk. But yeah, he's been getting me up sort of 5-ish. So by this sort of time, I'm starting to think about putting my slippers on and having a Horlicks.
Yeah, and that's on that note. Yeah, so not. Yeah, so it's a nice idea. Nice idea, thinking that I might go to bed and nobody's going to wake me up at 3 a.m. with a nosebleed or needing to go to the toilet.
Here we are. And that smell of seafood is strong. Wow. You alright, dear? You enjoying that?
Just deciding whether to tell Kerry that I ran 5 miles the other day, and I was quite proud.
Don't tell Kerry that, she'll laugh at you.
So Kerry the other week ran 100 miles.
Happy birthday! We're in deepest, darkest Whitstable, having had some nice party time for Kerry's 50th, but now we are seeking chips. Massive appreciation to lovely Hayley behind the bar, who brought us vegan treats.
Thanks, Hayley.
That was amazing. There was some really weird coincidence with Hayley behind the bar, because Daz revealed that he ran a pet food company, and she said, oh, I'd love to get that for my dog. My dog's a greyhound. And we went, oh, we've got a greyhound. And she said, it's a black greyhound. And we said, oh, we've got a black greyhound. And she said, oh, it's called Indy. And we went, oh, we have a son called Indy.
Yeah.
So this is a lady who decided to, when she heard that we were coming and that they were just 2 shady tomato eating vegans, Kerry's words, at the party, she brought a little lunchbox, and it had like samosas and sausage rolls and a really interesting mint sauce and vegan mayo dip, which was lush. Just some really nice stuff. So yeah, she did that for us. But unfortunately, because we probably didn't eat enough, we're going off to buy some essential chips. I mean, I like having a drink. My goodness me, I've been enjoying it tonight. But for some reason, I get to a particular point in time and I'm done. And I think I'm at that point. But it's really weird because the party started at 6. So when you look at the clock and you've been dancing around for an hour and it's 9 o'clock, it just feels surreal.
Somehow fatty salty chips is going to solve
it's going to solve the problem. It's so lovely. It's so cute. Oh, too many cute shops, babe. Too many cute shops. It's like being in Hastings again. There's some lovely independent shops, really lovely independent shops, and they're all thriving. Look at that. The Tudor tea rooms. Well, that's got me written all over it. Amazing. Look at these tiny, tiny windows. tiny windows, almost as tall as me. I'm only 5'4".
So we've escaped the party because we have a slight craving for chips. We found some chips in a kebab shop, although the only thing is cash. And now we're stood outside the Wetherspoons in Whitstable, stuffing our face with hot chips.
And it's absolutely pouring it down. It's really pretty. If only we had more time to enjoy it. One more day.
It's late. It seems to have been a really long evening. It's nearly 11, so I think we're probably gonna cab it back to Stampy and see if Stampy's heating will work. Maybe grab a cup of tea because we're English.
I might just fall asleep.
Well, this is all kinds of crap.
And it's a good job this camera's waterproof, or allegedly waterproof, because it's peeing down.
Oh, my shoulders are soaking.
Yeah, it's gone.
My shoes are soaking.
There's more cracks in my shoes than my face. So
It's horrible.
it's horrible. It's gone past 11. Unfortunately, there are no cabs for the next 45 minutes. So we've decided to walk the 30 minutes back, except nature has decided it would like us to be soaking through to our skin. So this is the end of our lovely evening.
Yeah, sadly, what we thought would be a fun evening, just me and Daz, has turned out to be another endurance test.
It's so wet. There's so much water everywhere. Oh man, I don't even know how to cross this. It's
Oh my god.
like a river. Anyway, we're heading back to Stampy for a lovely warm night, hopefully. The heating will work, and then we'll sort out breakfast in the morning. So,
Yes, good night.
good night.
See you in the morning.
Bonne nuit.
Right, it is nearly 8 o'clock and we are live, we're fine. It was an okay night. Let's see. Look. There you go, that says it all, doesn't it? It's condensation on the windows. And I'm sitting down enjoying a delicious almond latte, courtesy of my parents. Was it my parents? No, courtesy of Daz. Sorry, Daz. Courtesy of Daz.
Yeah, no offence taken.
Who managed to pick me up a box of those for about 50p using a new app. So yes, he got that packet of almond latte sachets via ShopMeum, which isn't the most catchy title, but he's got a few things for free and a few things at a discount. And so it's probably worth downloading, but we are not being sponsored by ShopMeum. If only we were. So yes, we survived the night. It was rather cold. I can see my breath this morning. I did sleep in my jumper. Once we were under the duvet, seemed to sleep okay. I was woken by a fire alarm. I don't know what time it was. It felt very dark. Daz, did you know what time the fire alarm went off?
Somewhere around 5 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m. So 5 a.m. fire alarm, and I had to take the battery out. I remember being slightly disconcerted, thinking this isn't a battery replacement beep. This sounds more like a fire alarm beep. But there was no fire in our motorhome, and then we managed to get back to sleep. So it's about 8 o'clock-ish now, and we're just sort of starting to wake ourselves up, knowing that we've got to get back on the road fairly sharpish and return back to the kids. It's not far from firework night at the moment, and we've just heard reports from my parents, who are looking after the children and the dog, that poor old Sammy got completely spooked by a firework at 7 p.m. and was shaking in our kids' playroom. And for a good couple of hours before my mum managed to coax him out with a little treat, which makes me once again question fireworks, because they are so traumatic for animals and for our pets. And this is the worst reaction we've had, and I think it's kind of echoes what happened in France with us. He had a really nasty reaction to some fireworks in France. So let's go and see how Daz is.
Last night was great fun. I actually cut some shapes on the dance floor, which is unusual for me, but that may have been beer influenced, shall we say. It was a great night, met loads of really interesting people from this country, from other countries, all with great backstories. The only downside was getting home, so we couldn't get a taxi, there weren't any available, so we decided to walk in the sort of drizzly rain, and it turned out that half an hour walk soaked us to the skin. And my rubbishy old boots, it turns out, are full of cracks. And so my lovely winter warm socks soaked up about a litre of water, and they're still wet this morning. So So I highly recommend parking on people's driveways. I'm just doing tea number 2 now, and then we'll sort out our trademark avocado on toast, and then in an hour or something we'll probably hit the road. But all in all, nice. We'll have to just come back again because we didn't really get to explore the town. Anyway, tea number 2. Welcome to our trademark avocado on toast. That, with a squeeze of that, plus that on top, and that, and an invisible bottle of nooch on this, with the help of this, is breakfast.
Oh, that's a shame. We've just had to turn off 6 music because no doubt we'll get told off by YouTube for having background music that we haven't paid for. But it was a Joni Mitchell song that didn't make it onto Blue, which is one of my most favourite albums. But it's just as beautiful. It makes me think I need to go and listen to Joni Mitchell Blue.
Almost as beautiful as this breakfast I'm making.
Yeah, is it reminding you of the seabed, the coast?
I think I've set a world record for the longest time it's taken to toast 4 pieces of bread.
Yeah.
With our beautiful grill that we've got.
And the size of your carbon footprint is enormous, what with the avocados that don't grow in the UK.
I hope it's worth
and the amount of gas you use to make things toast.
This hasn't got the nice nutritional flakes which add a kind of cheesy taste to it. We haven't got any sort of vegetable spread, so it's it might feel a little bit dry. And also I can't do the flourish with the sriracha because the cheap bottle I've bought comes out like ketchup. I know, these are first world problems.
They really are, honestly. You'd have people laughing at us. It's perfect. If it's salty, it's perfect. My chips last night from the kebab shop were not salty enough.
Yeah, that was an interesting experience last night. B had a hunger for chips, so we headed down the road. Because there was bound to be something there, wasn't there? Except everything seemed to shut at 10, and we left the pub at 5 to 10. So B found a kebab shop down the road, didn't you?
Yeah, Daz did his usual 20 minutes of research on the phone. I was like, there'll be a kebab shop. There just will be a kebab shop. Don't panic about it. And sure enough, there was a kebab shop. But I tell you what, there were some pubs like completely thriving along Whitstable High Street. It was fascinating just to watch this Alpine ski bar across the road.
Yeah, that was quite interesting.
Yeah, Alpine ski bar in the coast in England. But everyone was there. It was the place to be. Yeah. So there's a corner in the market there if you wanted to open an alpine ski bar. Apparently they're really popular.
Yeah, because who would think of that on a coastal fishing village in Kent? So I was going to say that we got to this kebab shop after being sort of soaked a little bit in the rain, only to find out it was cash only, and the really kind of cheerful, helpful guy behind the counter just indicated back up the road for a cash point. So I drew the short straw and went and got some cash out. And then, a really happy guy served us. Yeah,
and I wasn't allowed ketchup on my chips. So I silently resented Daz for the rest of the evening. He just went, no, we'll just have salt and vinegar. So I was like, what? You can split a pizza half and half. You can split chips half and half, yeah?
Let's just say I wasn't in 100% full thinking mode at this time.
Drunk. Yeah, everyone's feeling a little bit tender this morning. Our guests, so we were on our friend's driveway. Our guests have just come in to say hi. And they've been down the paracetamol and they've gone back to the club to go and tidy up this morning before, and they're going to gift the bar staff a little something because they were so good to them last night. But it was a really great venue and a really nice atmosphere, and it was nice to actually dance for a change. That hasn't happened for years. Yeah, apparently that's sriracha sauce, but tomato sauce is unacceptable to Daz. There we go.
Yeah, if he'd said sriracha, would you want some sriracha on your chips? Yeah. That would have been a goer. Yes.
Right, so we're going to take our third drink of the morning in to see our friends.
Yes, thank our host before we pack the van, brush our teeth and hit the road.
Yes, hopefully. I can hear it's pretty stormy outside, but I don't think it's raining like it was last night. And it's my turn to drive home today. I haven't driven Stampy since France, so I'm a little bit nervous. I think it'll be okay though. How'd you go, dear?
Yeah, he's a bit blowy. That door nearly fell off.
Ouch! Super close. Well done, dear. And after that tricky manoeuvre, it's time for me to drive. Are you leaving without me?
Someone who wants to
Oh, okay. Looks like I'm walking home. It's a long way back from
Kent to the south coast. Off he goes. I don't mind, I could walk into Whitstable now. I've got my cards. Go and have a bit of brekkie. I should go home. I've missed the dogs. No, I've missed the dog and I've missed the kids. Is it my turn?
Yeah, right, it's all set up for you.
Oh, great, thanks.
Right there!
It's time to hit the road. Kent to Portsmouth. Let's go.
Yes, apparently it's just 2 hours, even though yesterday it was nearly double that. So hopefully we'll have a good ride home. And see you folks in the next video. Oh, and just in case this is the last thing that you ever hear from me, now Bee's driving, don't forget to like and subscribe.
How rude! Am I in a gear? I don't supposed to be going anywhere.
That's the kind of... Oh my
What?
God.
Oh. It's because I've been driving the electric car.
Right,
I was pressing the pedal for go and it was actually the brake.
focus, there's other cars on the road.
Oh my god. Right, which way am I going?
Turning right.
That's really weird because there's only 2 pedals in the electric car and I was putting my foot on the brake thinking it was the accelerator. So yeah, first stick shift car, Americanism, in 2 months, and it's the motorhome.
Help me!
Yeah.
Right, I think I might end the filming here just so I can help Bee concentrate on the volume of parked cars and motors, like this little gap that's coming up.
Yeah,
Mine is backside.
we're also having to dodge the seagulls. There's a lot of seagulls. I'm enjoying it. I mean, we live by the sea, but we don't live
this is what
that
we want.
close to the sea. Hello.
Oh look, they're early for us.
Oh my gosh,
Go on, keep
fire
going.
and ambulance. What is going on? Fire and ambulance.
They
Okay.
obviously got the warning that Bee was driving.
I don't know how many more bee driving jokes I can tolerate before someone doesn't get his dinner tonight.
I might exit the car early,
Yes.
not of my own volition. Time for a break. Look at what I'm dealing with here. Honestly. You're one messy eater, madam.
It wasn't me, it was nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
I had no
tell it to
idea.
the judge.
I think
Anyway, almost home, and then it's going to be a mad rush for the rest of the weekend. So we'll probably end the vlog there for about the 5th time. Like, subscribe, see you next time.